There's a type of childhood pain that doesn't come from yelling or physical harm. It comes from the quiet kind of emptiness, when a child reaches out again and again and the world stays silent. They show you something they're proud of, and no one looks. They feel sad, and no one asks what's wrong. They ache to be held, heard, or simply seen, but all they get is absence. After enough of these moments, the child starts to form a heartbreaking belief. My feelings don't matter. My needs are probably annoying. Maybe it's safer if I stop needing anyone at all. Psychologists call this the wound of the unseen child, the child who is emotionally overlooked. As adults, many of these children grow into highly independent, understanding, low-maintenance people. They handle everything themselves, say, "I'm fine," even when they're not, and stay quiet so they won't inconvenience others. But beneath that self-reliance often hides a deep fear. The fear of being a burden, the fear of rejection, and the fear that if they ever speak up, no one will stay to listen. Welcome back. Today we're stepping into the inner world of the emotionally neglected child to understand how the absence of attention in childhood can quietly shape the way we love, trust, and value ourselves as adults. And maybe, somewhere in this story, you'll recognize a familiar emptiness you've carried for years. Why does emotional neglect hurt so deeply? Picture a small child, maybe 6 years old, who just scraped their knee badly. They run inside crying, looking for comfort. Their parent is right there, scrolling on their phone. The child stands waiting, tears streaming, but no one turns around. Not out of cruelty, simply because they didn't notice. So the child wipes their own tears, tends to the wound alone, and absorbs a silent lesson. What happens to me isn't important enough for anyone to stop what they're doing. This isn't dramatic abuse. There's no shouting, no visible scars. It's just ordinary moments that pile up. Yet these moments carve deep beliefs long before the child has words to describe them. That's what makes emotional neglect uniquely damaging. Physical or verbal abuse leaves clear evidence. Neglect leaves almost nothing external. No bruises, no loud memories, just an invisible belief that your needs don't matter. The biology behind it. Humans are born wired for connection. As psychologist John Bowlby taught us in attachment theory, a baby's cry is a survival signal. When those signals are consistently met with warmth and responsiveness, the nervous system learns, the world is safe, I can trust. But when cries and emotional needs are met with silence, the brain's alarm system, the amygdala, starts treating that indifference as a threat. Stress hormones like cortisol flood the body repeatedly. The child's nervous system stays in a constant state of alert, even though the danger is just emotional absence from the very people who are supposed to provide safety. Over time, the brain adapts and builds survival strategies, what we later call personality traits. From the outside, people often praise these children as so mature, independent, or well-behaved. But inside, these are protective masks developed to survive feeling invisible. The 4 common masks. Mask 1, the lone wolf. They face major problems alone at 2 a.m. Their phone is full of contacts, but they never reach out. Deep down, they believe asking for help equals being a burden. Their motto, if I never need anyone, I can never be rejected. Mask 2, the eternal achiever. As children, they learned that basic good behavior got ignored, but top grades or awards earned brief attention. So they chase success relentlessly, degrees, promotions, status, trying to prove their worth. No amount of achievement ever fills the original emptiness, because it wasn't caused by lack of success. Mask 3, the people pleaser. They can't say no. They scan everyone's mood, adjust themselves constantly, and take the smaller portion every time. Their hidden belief is, if I keep everyone happy, they won't abandon me. They become exhausted from managing other people's emotions while ignoring their own. Mask 4, the quiet giver-up. They play small, avoid challenges, and settle for far less than they're capable of. On the surface, it looks like laziness. Inside, it's protection. If I don't try, I won't feel the pain of being overlooked again. All four masks share the same late-night exhaustion, the heavy weight of a hidden inner child still waiting to be seen. How this shows up in adult relationships. Because these children missed consistent emotional mirroring, they often enter relationships with unclear self-identity. This leads to two main patterns. Anxious attachment. They cling when someone shows them warmth. Terrified the person will vanish. Avoidant attachment. They pull away when things get emotionally close, fearing they'll eventually be ignored again. The hidden gift and its cost. One thing almost all of them develop to an extraordinary degree is deep empathy. Having to read subtle emotional signals as children turn their nervous systems into highly sensitive radar. They notice tiny shifts in tone, catch hidden sadness behind smiles, and know exactly how to comfort others. They become the friend everyone turns to in crisis, but they rarely receive the same care in return, because receiving still feels dangerous. This is their painful paradox. They understand others deeply, yet often feel profoundly misunderstood themselves. How to begin healing? The good news is that the brain is changeable. This is neuroplasticity. New experiences and repeated small actions can literally rewire old pathways. 3 powerful principles. Validate yourself first. Become the caring adult your inner child never had. When difficult emotions arise, name them without shame. I feel hurt, and that's okay. My needs are valid. Stop personalizing everything. When someone doesn't reply quickly, notice the old fear rising, then gently remind yourself, this is just data. It doesn't define my worth. Practice small acts of courageous asking. Start tiny. Ask a friend for a small favor. Express a minor preference. Let someone help you. Each positive response teaches your nervous system a new truth. It's safe to need others. Healing doesn't just free you. It breaks generational patterns. Your parents likely carried their own unseen wounds. They may have provided materially, but couldn't offer emotional presence because they never received it themselves. Understanding this isn't about excusing harm. It's about releasing resentment so you don't pass the same wound forward. Imagine yourself one day, tired after work, putting your phone down when your child runs in excited to tell you a long, rambling story. You get on their level, look them in the eyes, and say, "Wow, tell me more." In that moment, you become the mirror they need, proving they matter. If this resonated with you, drop a comment. Which mask feels most familiar? Your story might help someone else feel less alone. Like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who might need to hear it. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.